G'day guys, this is Rob Woodman from the Lidbit and Ferguson Enterprises. Today we're in Sandusky, Ohio, looking at the Cedar Sports Center where some biofilters were installed a couple of years ago. We're going to take a look at how the systems are performing and looking after a little while, and we're also going to chat with the engineer of record and also the manufacturer from Convergent Water Technologies, Scott Gorneau. With a sports complex of this stature, obviously there's a ton of parking needed, so it's always hard to incorporate green infrastructure and low impact development techniques when you're looking to maximize your impervious area. As you look around, you'll see that the basic theme here was to take each set of parking stalls and drive aisles into these curb openings and into these low flow vegetated stormwater management practices, bioretention rain garden style devices, where that water could be treated and conveyed to the downstream discharge point. You'll see in this more recent portion of the development, similar theme was used where the parking areas sheet flowed to, in this case, rather than curb openings, these concrete wheel stops. And then you'll see more of a grassed kind of center median that is still recessed. That directs the stormwater to these pocketed little biofiltration systems. These ones are known as the focal point biofilter system, which take up, as you can see, a lot less space than the bioretention or the rain gardens that were shown in previous images on this video.
Hi there, I'm John Zegan with Osborne Engineering. We were the civil engineer of record for the Cedar Point Sports Park. The concept for this parking lot layout was based on a previous phase of construction, which included acres and acres of traditional biodetention. And when we looked at the cost to continue the bioretention through this parking lot, as expansive as it is, it was a real challenge. So we worked with the local agencies to get the focal point approved as it was a new product to them. And with the support from the sales team here, we were able to change all this bioretention area that would be here where the lawn is into this small focal point here, and tremendous cost savings and time savings in the project.
Hey, I'm Scott Gorneau, Vice President of Convergent Water Technologies. Just want to share with you a little bit about the cross section that you're looking at here. This system called the focal point biofiltration. It starts with the plants, the vegetation at the surface, and the ponding area that you see here. It's several inches below the top of pavement, and then you have an overflow structure here that's still several inches higher than the top of the mulch. And then within the plants you have the mulch layer. That's a 3-inch layer of hardwood shredded mulch, and beneath that mulch is an 18-inch layer of high flow biofiltration mix that's been tested and approved, and the reason it was put here. And then beneath that media is a 6-inch bridging stone that pairs with the high flow media. Beneath that bridging stone is an underdrain consisting of a modular box storage system known as R-tank, and that provides a high void space efficient storage and underdrain system that water can leak out into the native soils, or it can flow via a pipe that comes back into this overflow. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about the design challenges on this project. One of the things that we had was it was a fairly shallow site. They weren't raising it up very much, and we had to daylight into this conveyance ditch behind you that you see here running along the roadway. And so with that, the focal point being a versatile, flexible system, we were able to adjust the elevations for each of these island areas to accommodate that challenge. And overall, it's just working really good. You can see the grass is established very well in these areas. You've got good energy dissipation, level flow spreading, and it's getting into the filter and doing its job.
We're right in the middle of winter. It's only about 32 degrees today, so obviously the plants are more in their dormancy, but as the spring comes around, we're going to start to see some of those plants that were planted in these focal points really take up and thrive and add some aesthetic value to this parking lot too. One of the really encouraging things here is just to see the incorporation of low impact development and green stormwater infrastructure into a project, again, that just has a ton of impervious area. So often we just fully pave these parking lots and don't consider the opportunity to use nature-based systems to treat the stormwater. Often the challenge with incorporating nature-based systems into projects like this is that there just isn't the room to do that. So in this particular project, using those space-efficient focal point systems really helped achieve the goals that this project was trying to achieve with regard to maximizing the development, getting the most parking spaces they possibly could, but also providing high quality water quality treatment. And if you look at the comparison of the two projects, you see over there the fairly simple grass swales with the small focal point systems in the far distance, and compare it to the initial phase of the project, which used the bioretention through the whole area, which again was cost prohibitive for this second phase. Well, that's it from Sandusky, Ohio for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Lidbit, and we'll see you soon.